everyone, it's Jen Gilbert here. And gosh, I know that it's been a while since I've done a couple of videos. A couple people came to me and said, Jen, why don't you do any more videos? I love the content on your sales videos. So I said, okay, I'll make some more videos. So in thinking of what content I wanted to bring to you initially, I decided, you know what, I have never done a video about myself. Now certainly if you've been following me at all, you've probably read about my story on one of my home pages, but I thought I'd bring you the video version of it all. Now, as probably some of you know, I come from a small town in northeast Pennsylvania in the Poconos called Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. And I actually come from a very long line of entrepreneurs. My aunts and uncles have been entrepreneurs, my family and I actually owned 3 restaurants. And restaurant industry is a phenomenal industry, but boy, oh boy, does it suck the life out of you. So when we were taking a look whether I wanted to run all 3 and do all 3 restaurants on my own, I said, you know what, I'm so young, I want a life. No, I don't think this is where I'm going to take my career. And so we happened to sell all 3. But I'll tell you, my time in the restaurant industry, which was probably starting at 9 until my mid-20s, it gave me a solid foundation on work ethic, persistence, and giving value to the customer. So certainly all that time spent in that industry was not for naught, so to speak. So anyway, we sold the restaurants. Fast forward a little bit, I got into the medical sales industry. And you know, it's kind of interesting. The medical sales industry is just as crazy as the restaurant industry. I was on call 24/7, working all the time, and you know what, while it wasn't bad because I was living in Philadelphia, having a lot of fun, doing a lot of traveling, when I was single it was great. But guess what? I went and got married. How dare that? How dare I? I went and got married, had a beautiful daughter, Samantha. A lot of you probably know her at this point. And while I was, you know, racking up on a very lucrative medical sales career, I don't think that I was being the best mom and the best wife that I could have been. And really, probably where this all came to blow for me was we were at a parent-teacher conference when Samantha was in the 1st grade. And she knew I had a pretty high-stressed job, traveled a lot, wasn't home many of the evenings. Bill, my husband, was taking the responsibility a lot, and thank goodness we had a huge network of friends in the area that really helped out with Samantha as well. But she said, you know what? She actually started questioning as a parent and as a mother. She started saying, why aren't you home more, etc., etc. And she was giving me a couple of indications of what was happening with Samantha. The restlessness at school, not being able to keep her attention in the afternoon, not being able to concentrate, not going up to her fullest capabilities. Well, when I got out of that meeting, I've got to tell you, I felt like I was punched in the stomach. I was physically ill. I couldn't believe the things that she was indicating to me, and I certainly didn't think that the person that she was describing was my daughter. But I canceled my appointments, I canceled all my OR stuff, I got coverage, and I started to do some real heavy-duty soul searching of really what I was doing, why I was working the crazy hours that I was working and taking me away from home, and really what was important in my life at that time. So I started to get my action plan together, my action exit plan together, and while it took me a bit longer than I would have liked, a little over a year later, I finally said sayonara to my sales career, and voila, started my home business, and that is where I'm here today. Sam's now just starting the 5th grade. I put her on the bus every single morning. I'm here for her every single afternoon when she's home. She's able to do her after-school extracurricular activities, to include the travel soccer, that if you have kids in travel soccer, you know what I'm talking about. What's great, though, is that I do have this need to work and be successful in my own right. I need to have my own identity, so to speak. And my home business enables me to do that. It enables me to create and be actively involved in sales, marketing, mentoring, teaching, everything I actually did in my sales career, in my medical sales career, but now I'm able to do it in the luxury of my own home and still be able to be the best mom that I'm able to be, you know? So anyway, that's Jen Gilbert in a nutshell. Feel free to go to any of my websites. I look forward to seeing you a little bit more regularly, and have a great day. Thanks.